don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and the J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch with it, don't take time. Might pull up on the hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot.
Historic Lambeau Field, fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lambeau. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Time here with Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. That's out to the left and complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
3 yards.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 37. Check.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd down.
Third and long for Love. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Love. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Oh, here we go. Mike 3. Mike 3. And let's get in them holes. Black shot. 0-0, Mike 3.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 3. Just get off the field. 0-0, Mike 3. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 3. Mike 3.
Going back to Love. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Nicole Hardman, incomplete. He was covered by Jair.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
A 51-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it true, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, Love. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second and 15. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The open man is Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Final play of the half. Love is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Brings up third.
Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Vikings.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
His throw caught right around the 6 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They run with Breida. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's our field. It's our field. And it's our house. Hatchet.
Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Love, they go play action now. He'll buy some time right. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Daniil Hunter and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Love now to pass on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd and long for Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation, and they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge 4th quarter hole to dig out of. down 3 scores. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Love now. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
0-0, Mike free. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check 99. Check 99. Striker. 3-3.
Now Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or in.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
All day, every day, any day. Check, check. 10 seconds. Lucky. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On the ground, and Swift to start the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Love from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
There's nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Love. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Anthony Miller. Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Minnesota.